Every now and then, I see one small thing bugging some Star Wars fans. Not an alleged plot hole or an inconsistency, but a question. How did Obi-Wan Kenobi age so badly, turning from young Ewan McGregor to an old Alec Guinness in just 19 years? Many have given half-hearted explanations, which I personally don't think make sense, nor do I think they're even necessary. Allegedly living under the twin suns of Tatooine is said to have aged and weathered Obi-Wan, as well as Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. But seriously, how? In those 19 years, Luke aged as one might expect, as opposed to exponentially aging like his uncle. Furthermore, Anakin went from Jake Lloyd to Hayden Christensen in only 10 years between episode 1 and 2, and that was when he left Tatooine to become a Jedi, which still seems like a stretch. What is happening? Well, we know that the calendar used across the galaxy is based off of Coruscant. We know, at the very least, the time between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope was 19 Coruscanti years, but in canon we do not know how long this really is. The only basis for how long years are in canon are from old articles that once composed legends. We don't know if a Coruscanti year is still 368 days, as it was in legends. It might be completely different in canon. I propose that time, the calendar system, and aging in Star Wars is completely whack, and that makes sense. Keeping time and aging is barely consistent at all in Star Wars, and it's not just because of the casting choices. The constant hyperspace travel across the galaxy, the completely different orbital periods planets may have to one another, create a logistical nightmare for keeping track of age and time. There is no consistent gauge, and there can't be. Perhaps this is why the Clone Wars, a devastating war that ravaged the galaxy and brought the Republic to its knees, had so much going on despite only lasting 3 Coruscanti years. Maybe the constant hyperspace travel endured by Anakin and Obi-Wan meant that their time was so far removed from Coruscant that it no longer lined up, that their aging was accelerated or slowed down in comparison to how much time passed on the Republic capital. That more events, and more importantly, more time could fit in just 3 years. Are we seeing the effects of unaccounted time dilation in a standardized galactic calendar? Perhaps. Maybe this is why Admiral Yularen appeared to age so much from the start of the Clone Wars to its end. Maybe this is why so many other characters were aging so much and others who mainly stayed on Coruscant, like Padme, did not. The Clone Wars might have been longer than 3 years in other parts of the galaxy, but 3 years on Coruscant. I think that also more years, at least comparable to our own calendar, passed on Tatooine, while only 19 passed on Coruscant in between episode 3 and 4. Maybe this is why Uncle Owen, Aunt Beru, and Obi-Wan aged so much. And maybe Luke was older than 19, much like how Mark Hamill was 26 when the original Star Wars was released. Time in Star Wars makes no sense, and I think that's the point. Time would not make sense in such an interconnected and well-travelled galaxy, where the calendar is tied to a single planet so close to the galactic core. It would be incredibly inconsistent, and I think that's the root cause of the aging discrepancies, not the twin suns of Tatooine.